Hi, welcome. You're at your home, your happy place. I'm Debbie. And if you're new, I hope you decide to stick around and press that subscribe button. For all my regular viewers, thank you so much. Thank you for your many, many comments. We are doing an Amazon haul. So everything I show you, I will be able to link. And if it's something that you're interested in, you will be able to have it in your home probably by the end of the week. So isn't that exciting? This was intentional shopping. Many of you have seen my previous videos know that I was not inspired by a picture, not inspired by a rug, nothing like that. My inspiration, well, let me show you. It was these, really these enamel navy plates. And then of course we had this flatware that I had used for 4th of July. And then I incorporated it into a summer tablescape. And for some reason, I looked at it and I thought, you know what? I want navy for fall. I don't know why. It wasn't like, this is so gorgeous, I had to get it. It was something in me that said, I like that as a base. So to me, this is such an odd thing. I've never done this before. I felt like navy as a choice was a challenge to incorporate into fall, but many of you commented that you do that in your home or somebody that you know does. So I was a little surprised. Also, many of you said, I love it and I'm going to try it. So all the more reason to bring you this haul. The reason I called it intentional is I specifically went to Amazon looking for fall decor that was navy. All right, so let's get started. When it's fall, I do think about the outdoors right away. So I do look at flags, garden flags. I typically will keep out my big one, but several of these come in those big ones. I'm going to show you garden flags, but then you have the banner flags that, go on the longer poles. But I typically keep out the American flag for that, but all the others are decorative. And so that's where I started. I have a lot of outdoor areas, you guys. So I'm going to have several flags to show you. For my traditional decor style people, this is a very tasteful fall. Of course, this is backwards because I'm filming on my phone. This is like a burlap feel material. It's printed on both sides. And this is just lovely. It just came to me just now, but this is so beautiful, really, that you could put this in a frame and have a beautiful picture. You really could. Although there is some stitching up there, but you could fold that down and still frame it. Okay, so that's my traditional color and a very traditional look. This one's also, I guess, traditional, but it's for the people that enjoy having monograms. So I love this one as well. All the beautiful colors, and then just a little bit of us, right? This one you're going to enjoy, I think. These two are on, I took those off the stands because they're on ones that go in the ground, but I've showed you before I have these stands so that you just take the ones that go in the ground and you put them down in here. So this is, you saw some of my dishes and stuff. So yes, I've gone all dog. My screen porch is going to be a little bit of doggy heaven out there, and why not? Well, if you're a cat person, you don't love dogs, but whatever. They have cat flags too. So I found this to be very charming. It's the same fabric as the other one and printed on both sides. And I should have said that as well. initialed or monogrammed one is the same. And then lastly, I've found that I have many of you that live in the South or are coastal. And at first, again, I ride this wave of what am I doing? And then it kind of morphs according to what I see and get inspired by. But I really wanted to do a coastal fall. I was so in love with my coastal. I mean, I didn't hesitate giving it up because time-wise for us, we've had people in our home for half of July, and then we had a lot of activities during the other part of July. Like yesterday, we had a birthday party here. Last evening, we were out to dinner with friends. Today's my 45th wedding anniversary, and I'm filming, but we're going out again tonight. Tomorrow, we have people staying with us again for several days, and then we're on vacation. So I really had to get this going so that I would have things for you while I am too busy to film. And I hope you guys understand that, but I wanted to do coastal fall. And so I had also intentionally shopped for that in the beginning. And here we have really a beautiful, I mean, if you live on the beach, you could probably find one on a lake too, but the Adirondack chair, and we've got a little cozy throw and plaid and a few pumpkins and a bonfire. I love it. And this is also the same fabric. So I've had this kind of fabric before. I think it does okay. I was noticing one of the butterfly ones that I had for spring was in a very, very sunny spot this year, and it got faded to the point where I won't be able to use it again. The next thing that I love to look at, because let's just put it this way. You do not have to change out an entire room or whatever with your house. You can add these accents. And so pillow covers for me is just such a simple way to, bring in a different color and a theme. And that's another thing that I love to look at on Amazon. The prices are so good. I don't even know where to start. I loved them all. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. I really had no idea where this was going when I bought it. I just loved that it was pretty neutral. Now, if you're going with a navy, this is deep, but it's not dark navy. But if you're going with a navy more monotone or a neutrally, and I say neutrally because navy's not neutral, but I have cream couches. So if I put this on with a pretty monotone creamy, deep creamy, beigey pillow, this would be coming out as a fairly neutral look. But when you see where I've paired it, you'll know that that's not the way I went. And then, I don't know, this one was like, I see this and I think preppy. This is my preppy fall look. It could also be traditional. I could see this, you guys, plaids are just everything for fall, always, and Christmas. And this one I could see in a really deep masculine room that has, stained wood, and we're going for that really pretty Ralph Lauren look. And Lauren, I'm sorry, I don't know if that person's still watching me. I have such a hard time correcting. She told me, I think she used to work for the organization or the shops, and she said it's not Lauren, it's Lauren. But it's so hard for me because I've said it that way all my life. But anyway, these plaids and that would be very suitable in those kind of places. I'm not pairing it in my Ralph Lauren room. And every time I got pillows, the next one was better than the last. Oh, I'm going to insert right here. This is a set of 4 that were deemed outdoor. And so I do have them outdoors already. And it was 4 different patterns incorporating the navy. And then the other color that I was really excited, I was calling it sort of a burnt umber. I'm not sure. I didn't get my paints out and look and see what burnt umber looks like. But in my mind, that's kind of what I'm going with. So those are my 2 main colors. And then the last pillow cover I think that I bought is this one. Again, not sure where I think I was going to put it, but I fell in love with it. This is so beautiful. It's got, I wouldn't call that paisley. I really don't know what, if there's a name for that pattern, let me know behind it. And then just a big pumpkin, but very neutral. And then you just got your big pop of blue. So if I was putting this on my cream colored sofas, you know, and I was only going to use one pillow, this would be beautiful because it would be, the pumpkin will be popping yet quietly because the navy is going to be such a dark contrast to the background. So these are kind of all, they're all the same fabric, which I would call sort of a burlappy again. And all of these came as sets of 2, I think. And so, except the one that I just showed you, which was a whole set of 4 for one price. I like to incorporate inexpensive items in my kitchen seasonally. And one of the easiest are things like kitchen towels and trivets. And we do a lot of oven work at this house because of the way we eat. And so I have pink, purple, and I don't know, that may be all I have. And now navy trivets, and these are, they're all 3 a slightly different pattern. And you can get some other ones, and they definitely are a true navy blue, and they're silicone, 100% silicone, and silicone will not melt, burn. I mean, these will look perfect. They're just as easy, small to store. And unlike a cloth trivet, they're not going to stain. Nothing's going to happen to them. So very inexpensive and just a really nice way. I mean, I don't leave them out for decor, although last season when I did buy some cloth ones, I used some of these as the base on some of my cloches or other things like that. So you could, I mean, they're pretty enough to be in the base of something that you're using, but these are practical. Everything I show you is not always going to be the best, and I'll tell you what I so far don't like about these, but it was hard in the stores to find any kind of navy towel. I love the texture on these. I can't recall how many. I feel like it was 6 maybe. So I washed them right away, and then I was using them to dry. I could see some threads, or fuzz. So, and they seem like you're just an ordinary towel, so I was a little surprised. So maybe after another washing, they won't be so bad. But right now, they are, I mean, they're great for your hands, for sure. In fact, you could use these in the bathroom probably, but they were marked as kitchen. And then they pair great with the printed towels that I bought at Hobby Lobby. Another fun item, this is my first pumpkin squash, I guess. Isn't a pumpkin a squash? Decor. I saw these and I thought they were cute. I thought, oh, they might be small enough to be on either side of my fireplace because you know my mantle. Because my fireplace mantles are so narrow. And they'll fit. But I found other things that I liked better, so they didn't end up there. I'm going to turn it around. This one says, bless this home. Now, I'm not opposed to words, you know that, but I don't want too many in a room, and I don't care for that look at all. But I just turn them around. So really a cute little base on it. I think it was just for one. I don't recall the price, but it'll be linked below. And I bought 2 because I wanted to potentially use them on my fireplace mantles. Something I'm not ever, I've told you, oh, I just don't like those. Well, maybe I'm just somebody who's just so far behind the times and the trends that it takes a few years for me to embrace something. And then when I embrace it, it's probably going out of style. But I, for some reason, was very drawn to these. It might have been, I don't know why, honestly. I did like the tassels on them, but I love that they were navy. Now, these were not the first ones I bought. The first ones I bought are out of my reach at the moment, but I'm going to insert them here. And as you can see, they're exactly the same. I'm looking at them. I think the tassels are exactly the same length. They're just miniatures, and they've got a sewn-in loop in them. I thought about putting them around a candle. I had first tried them on some books, and it just was too small. I can't remember all the options I had. Oh, I put them on my lamp because I used to have my buffet lamps. I had a tassel of beaded gold, and so I tried them there, but I just wasn't in love. But I found a home for them, and then I went back and bought. And I don't know if these came in sets of 2 because I got 2. I think they do. I think they do. So anyway, I loved it. And then it's pumpkin time. I mean, I have so many bins of pumpkins, but you guys, when you change colors, you got to buy more. And so I really went all out. I think some of these, let's see, it's hard to know. Okay, the ones with the gold tops were just little pumpkins. So it was a set of, I don't know, 12 maybe, little miniature pumpkins, and these are plastic. And then there was ones that were a set of varying size. So I think that's the biggest one, and it might not be. And I've got some placed already. That size, and then it gets down to the littlest. So I can't recall how many, but of course it's going to be linked below if you're looking for that. And they come in other colors. So if you're in need of pumpkins, which you probably aren't, you might want to try that. Then what I've got them in is, I went leather and I just started looking intentionally for leather things for home. And so I bought a leather tray. At the moment, this is me just keeping these in a spot, but I'm having to decorate really, really fast because company was coming and things like that. Somebody called and was asking if they could see the house, and I so want to show it to them. Our timing hasn't worked out yet, but I was decorating quickly, and I thought, you know what? This looks kind of fun. It's a lot of pumpkins. I might want to try and add a couple of other colors in here, but I just put this out like this. I also tried to find a navy-based wreath, and I bought some little pumpkins. I think I've shown them to you, but I've also gone back and bought picks because I was going to incorporate them in a wreath. This one has the pastel blues in it and a cream. We've got a squash and some acorns, some green berries, and just a variation of different leaves. And let's see. Anyway, it came with batteries. I don't think I had them on because it's kind of a sad state of affairs that they're not working right now, but I'll show you where. So the lights are back here. There's not a lot of them. They're just kind of along the edges, so they backlight this just barely. And when I bought it, I thought I thought I'd give it a chance and see if it was strong enough for my front door, but it's really not the size I would put on the front door. So I tried it in my kitchen, and it just didn't pop enough, and without the navy. So you'll get to see where it's going. Whatever candles I will see how these do, but whatever candles I put out last year, I thought were plastic, and I think they were. But right now, August is really tough. It's going to be up to 97 this week, even though it's undercover on my deck. Things get hot. So we'll see how these do. I bought, I love these. I don't know the brand, but what I love about them are the remotes. This one has a 2-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour, and 8-hour. You can make it a candle, which means it's flickering, or a full-on light, or you can make it dim or bright. And let's see. Well, let me turn it on. Yeah, there you go. Is that candle? Because it is flickering. Let's do bright. It probably was bright. I think I dimmed it down a little. And you can't tell the rest of it. But so these are for my outside. So we'll see how they do. They're definitely not wax, but even plastic will melt. As I was decorating with those little plates, dogs that I've shown you in my Hobby Lobby haul, I noticed there were a lot of apples. Apples, apples, apples. And I thought, oh, I have apples. I can decorate. And I love decorating with something other than pumpkin. So I thought, let's do that. Well, my apples are green. And the apples in this are red. And when I think of fall apples, I do think of red apples. So I didn't see any anywhere. So I went on Amazon. And they have a lot. But these were the ones I chose based on, I love that little bit. I mean, to me, these look so realistic. And I think I just placed one order. Maybe I did two. I'm not sure. I got 2 bags. I believe there were 6 in a bag. And so I was able to incorporate these to go along with my plates outside. And lastly, oh my gosh, this is almost as exciting as the leather that I incorporated in this year. And you know, for me, I think I'm gonna give you a video that's gonna talk more about this, the elements of fall. But you know, last year at Christmas, I took the lampshades that came with my chandeliers in my kitchen, and I put little gingerbread men on them, you know, stickers. They should have just come off, but I know that a couple of them probably won't. But I could probably always buy some more of those and just, you know, have plain ones if I want. But most of the time we leave them off. But I did start looking. I looked for leather. I looked at pattern. I went to Ballard's, who always has chandelier lampshades. In fact, I might have started this looking for buffet lamps because I was with some kind of a wickery look, or I don't know, just some kind of texture or pattern that reminded me of fall, because I've had the same buffet lamps out and they have shells as lampshades. That's the long story. I ended up on Amazon. A lot of them are very expensive. I found a deal, such a deal that it was limited to 1 per customer, but I hate to tell you that you can go back on after you order and place the order again. And so I was able to get, because I have 16 lights. So I needed 3 boxes of these. They come 6 in a box, and they are lovely. And these are the clip-ons. So if it says spider, you're getting one that requires a finial. But if you're doing a chandelier shade, you're going to want to look for, I don't know what they call these, slip-ons, something like that. So isn't that cute? And this really changes the look of a room when you take something that has no shade on it and add a shade. So I have a dog that she's managed to chew. So first I had the foam rug in the kitchen, you know, and it was matched other things. She's chewed those to shreds. Then I had those really pretty ones for summer that were coastal, and the edges are serged. And she started unraveling that. Now I saved that one. I washed it. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Maybe with some glue, I don't know. So I kind of went in a different direction. I'm hoping she can't damage these. I know she can still wee on them, but so far we're good. So this is what I incorporated. So obviously I was looking for a navy base, and I really liked, you can pick up some of the colors in here, but one of the things that really made me pick this in the end was that bright color there is pink, and the green at least on this one, is not, it's a slightly different shade than the rug in the foyer, but it is very much the color of my wallpaper in my dining room in that. I wanted to get a new rug. Like I had just a pink round rug in our entry. So what I ended up doing, these were very reasonably priced. This is a 2x6, I think. And then I bought a 2x4, and then I bought a 6 or 7 foot round. I think it's a 6.5 foot round, actually. These are the brand that I love, and I should reach out to them and see if they ever want to do a collab with me, because I buy their rugs all the time. And I'm just going to put the name up because I never say it right. And then I also bought little non-skid tapes that go underneath. And then the one in the foyer, I got a big pad for. Here's the round one. And I think you can see the green a little better in this one. Maybe they are the same shade, I don't know. But it definitely, depending on the size rug you get a little bigger pattern of that. So this is a much bigger rug. Okay, I wanted to show you, really, Pockets, my most favorite dress of the season. And this is available at my daughter's store. These are elastic straps. This is lined, the bodice, and of course you can see this really low back. Super comfortable, very full. All right, what have I got coming up next? Well, we're going to do a tablescape, because I know you guys love them, and I'll probably do more than, well, I know I'm going to do the dining room, but the first one is going to be this table behind me, my kitchen table, and then I'll probably do maybe another 1 or 2 during the season, just because I start out in this early fall, and then we get kind of towards Thanksgiving, so I kind of get a little different. I've never ever brought you my Thanksgiving tablescape, so I'm hoping to do that as well. Wednesday, you'll see a casual kitchen tablescape for fall. I think I want to just kind of give you some inspiration on getting a fall feeling in your home. So, you know, it won't be specifically like, oh, go out and buy this, buy this. I'm going to talk in more general terms. And we'll talk color palettes, we'll talk textures, we'll talk scents, those kind of things. So that'll be Friday. And I'll see you in a couple days. If you're new, I hope you subscribe. And please, everybody, give me a like. Thank you so much for all of the new subscribers. I so appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.